Okay, I told you guys this video was coming about the run game, and I think a big misconception about the run game is that the Detroit Lions, block better, creating more holes. Let's talk about it. Motor City Sports Talk, your boy CJ Goodfellow. We in the building. Make sure you subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video, okay? I don't think the Detroit Lions created more holes. I don't think the offensive line blocked any better, not significantly noticeable in my opinion. The difference in the run game was the talent of Kerryon Johnson, okay? He's a more talented back than Amir Abdullah, Theoretic. The same fucking hoes, excuse my language, has been there all the time. These running backs were just looking to bounce everything on the outside, or they didn't really have the strength or the speed to really get to the second level and to the third level and bust things out. The difference in the run game is Kerryon Johnson. That's it. It ain't the offensive run game coordinator. It ain't the offensive coordinator. It ain't the offensive line coach. It ain't the running back coach. It's simply they found a talented running back that they didn't even want, though. Okay, they wanted Rashad Penny. You could, and I guarantee you, if you put Rashad Penny behind this line, everybody would have been talking about how bad this offensive line still is and would have been blaming the offensive line. Let's keep it real, bro. Like I told you last year, Cincinnati didn't have the greatest offensive line, but they had some talented backs between Hill, Giovanni Bernard, and Joe Mixon. They had 3 talented backs last year, okay? And their offensive line was rated real low in a lot of different categories, but they running back talent was just so great that it didn't matter. They still was competent in running the ball. And another thing that, Kerryon Johnson overcame was the incompetent play calling of Jim Bob Cooter. Jim Bob Cooter didn't even know how to feature Kerryon Johnson, okay? He didn't know how to feature Theoretic. Theoretic was good on Texas routes, option routes, coming out the backfield, but they can do so much more with Theoretic as far as a pass catcher out the backfield. His creativity just was limited, you know what I'm saying? His competent play call and his play design was just limited. Real talk. Okay, I think Jim Bob Cooter not only held back Matthew Stafford, not only did he hold back the tight ends like Eric Ebron, Luke Wilson, Mike Roberts, but he was holding back the running backs, and Kerryon Johnson's talent was so great that he couldn't just continue to hold that back. Kerryon Johnson should have easily had over 1,000 yards. Real talk, he should have easily led the league in rushing if he would have got that opportunity, okay? Especially overall yards to gain from scrimmage, bro. But we're talking about catching the ball, and everything, all his usage rate should have been through the roof this year. Okay, and that's with a bum-ass right side of the line and one of the worst run blockers at left tackle with Taylor Decker, rated by Pro Football Focus as one of the worst. Okay, he should have been over. He overcame a lot. His talent was the difference. It wasn't that the play design was what it was, man. I don't think Jim Bob Cooter knew how to use tight ends, and I don't think he knew how to run the ball, okay? But that is what they didn't run it no different this year. What was the difference was Kerryon Johnson talent. They got a talented back, and once again, let me go back in the video and piggyback off this one. Rashad Penny, y'all would have been saying the same thing, how the Lions need to fix the run game. They would have been back to the drawing board. We got to figure out how to do this. Rashad Penny, he got a few big runs this year, but really, he didn't come in and do what he was supposed to do. That's why he was ranked a second, or third, or fourth round prospect. And Seattle jumped up in the first round and took him. The Lions was trying to trade Seattle for Rashad Penny because they didn't want Kerryon Johnson. But Kerryon Johnson is a better back so far than Rashad Penny. He's more patient. He knew how to cut the ball back. He can catch the ball. And he knew how to, he's just a more phenomenal talent. Rashad Penny was a more phenomenal athlete. You look at the long speed and the burst. Yeah, he got that. But as far as being all jack of trades running back, Kerryon Johnson, they really didn't even feature his ability to catch the ball out the backfield like they should have, okay? If they get in there and the offensive coordinator really see what this dude can do, man, when I heard what he was doing in training camp and catching balls like a receiver and burning cornerbacks, when somebody get in here, they can find an offensive coordinator, and that's going to be up to Matt Patricia, like I said in that Bob Quinn video he did this morning. If they can get in here and get them an offensive coordinator that's competent and that know how to really use Kerryon Johnson, they can get a back that can go with him, that can just pay his Robin to his Batman, they going to be a problem, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. It was never nothing to do with the Lions offensive line. It was always to do with the talent they had at running back. Man, Reggie Bush and Joy Bill, they had some talent, but pretty much they was at the end of their wits. Java Best was having success because he came out there, he was a talent, but guess what? He got run down and broken down. Kevin Jones wanted to run over everybody. He got run down and broken down. Okay? You can go through the list of running backs. Zach Zenner, he just wasn't big enough at the time when he first got here to be a running back and run over people. You've seen it. LeGarrette Blount, this dude was still getting hit in the backfield. He had nowhere near the success he had in Philadelphia and with the Patriots. You've seen it again with Zach Zenner towards the end of the season. Zach Zenner improved his body. He put some weight on, and he still got the burst. The holes is there. They always been there. It's been the inability for running backs to really have everything they exactly how they needed for them to succeed with Detroit. And what they needed was a better play caller for one, and what they needed was better play designs. The holes are always been there for the Lions to be able to run. Kerryon Johnson's talent just trumped the incompetence of Jim Bob Cooter play calling. That's the biggest change in the run game, man. It wasn't that Rick Wagner or T.J. Lane played any better this year. It wasn't that Graham Glasgow played any better this year at center. At center, it wasn't no better than Frank Ragnow played really better, even though he played somewhat of a role. It ain't no fact that Taylor Decker improved his run blocking this year. No. The improved run game was 100% accredited to Bob Quinn drafting Kerryon Johnson and lucking up drafting Kerryon Johnson because he really wanted to trade up and trade for Rashad Penny. And if he would have traded up for Rashad Penny, let me tell you the trickle-down effect, you probably wouldn't end up with Deshaun Hand. You know what I'm saying? Because they moved up to take Deshaun Hand, okay? So you would have ended up with Rashad Penny, and that's it. And not even a defensive tackle and Deshaun Hand, all right, if you peeping game. So you would have ended up with Rashad Penny. We would have came in the offseason. The run game didn't improve nothing. It was worse. Blunt didn't do nothing. Theoretic do nothing. Amir Abdullah didn't do nothing. Only dudes that came back and did something was a rookie coming in and Kerryon and Zach Zenner, who put some more weight on. It was more durable, and I would bring back. Okay, I wouldn't trust him to be the Robin to Kerryon Johnson. I want more of a scat back, or Tariq Cohen, or somebody with some blazing speed that we can build on that can kind of be his Batman to his Robin. You know what I'm saying? And then bring in one more back like LeGarrette Blount or something like that, a young power back or something like that. Alex Collins from the Baltimore Ravens should be a free agent. Now they got that rookie over there, undrafted, I think, over there balling. So that's what I would do. You know, I'm confident that I can get me a competent offensive coordinator. That Kerryon Johnson is probably going to lead the league in yards from scrimmage next year, and he possibly can lead the league in rushing yards if they really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't get to feature, you know, his real skill sets to Detroit Lions fans into the NFL. He didn't get the usage rates that Saquon got. He didn't get the catches that Saquon got. He had to split catches and carries with inferior running backs and LeGarrette Blount and Theoretic and Amir Abdullah this year. Okay, it really should have been him and Zenner. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean Zenner. You know, even Tion Green should have came back over LeGarrette Blount this year. But you know, that's my personal opinion. But let's not act like they not trying to make it seem like they got better blocking. Hell no. Or Jim Bob Cooter just called better run plays. When you sit back and you look at it, what happened was this: they got better. You know what I'm saying? They got better because they drafted better. They drafted a talented running back. They evaluated a running back in Kerryon. He came in. They didn't want to give him his rightful play early on, but he came in instantly. And when they played him in the Jets game, when he came in to sub Blunt or sub Red again, his talent instantly flashed, and everybody seen that he was the running back that should have been started, except for the Lions. The Lions waited pretty much deep in the season to really turn over the ball for him, and then he balled out. Okay, he did get injured. He could have came back, but wasn't no point of coming back because the Lions wasn't winning nothing. All right, that's just what it was, man. And a lot of these dudes, man, you know, a lot of these people gonna act like it was all Bob Quinn. You know, I mean, it was all Jim Bob Cooter. It was all Ragnow or better blocking. No, it was a better talent, a superior talent, and Kerryon Johnson that did it. And I guarantee you, if they would have took Darius Geis, even though he got injured, or they would have took Rashad Penny or Royce Freeman, like a lot of you guys wanted them to take, which he didn't do shit. He got outplayed by undrafted rookie free agent and Philip Lindsay. You know, this line running game will still have a lot of questions. So, in my opinion, 95 or 98% of the credit for the run game goes to Kerryon Johnson. His talent overcame the incompetence of Jim Bob Cooter, the incompetence of everybody else. And I get another few percent to, you know, Ragnow, some of the offensive linemen, man. But Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can reach out to the email, DM me on social media if you got a question, business inquiry, sponsorship. If you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Be back later with another one. Your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.